everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing this little girl's 9-month update, and I cannot believe that she is already 9 months old. So it has been quite some time since we have updated on this channel about this little girl, and she has grown quite a bit, but I'm going to just cover the basics about what is going on with her. So she's currently wearing sizes anywhere between 9 months, and she's even wearing some 18-month clothing. I will say that the 18-month clothing that she is wearing is just in shorts and in pants, because somebody has a little bit of some chunky thighs, if you know what I mean, and they are just not fitting into the really tight spandexy kind of shorts, but that's okay. See, that's okay. She's super lean in the torso kind of area, but she's super long in the you know, lengthwise. So, you know, you never know when you're buying her clothes what's actually going to fit and what's going to be able to stay around for a little bit. She is also wearing size 4 diapers, and she has been in size 4 for a little while, so that hasn't changed much. We took her to her 9-month appointment last Friday, and I'm looking at the sheet. She weighs 20 pounds and 12 ounces. She is 29 1/4 inches tall. And her big old noggin is 18.5 inches wide, or 18.5 inches around. So she is definitely a big girl. She is the height of a 1-year-old apparently, and that does not surprise me because she is definitely tall. As far as eating goes, she is a rock star. She is doing so well with eating. She's still having about 4 or 5 bottles a day, sometimes 5 or 6 depending on the day. But she is also starting to eat table food with us. We are doing pretty much anytime that we have food. Yeah, anytime that we have food, she is having a little bites of what we're having. Can't go wrong with some puffs and some yogurt bites. Whoa! Some puffs and some yogurt bites for the little girl. She's also starting to eat out of those squeeze packs of like the fruities and the veggies to go, which has been super helpful when we're out and about, especially grocery shopping, and she's wanting a little snack or something like that. She also has a newfound love for the little mini pancakes. Obviously we're not doing any kind of syrup or anything like that, but that's one of the go-to table foods that she hands down will always, where did you go? Hands down will always grab and have a good time eating on. She also does really well with the organic yogurt, baby yogurt. She really likes that, and so we do that sometimes. But we're trying to do a lot of her feeding herself and trying to do that route, go that route, because it is definitely easier and she can just eat what we're having. So she's had chicken, she's had turkey, ham, she'll eat potatoes, she'll eat tomatoes, she'll have just about anything. Cheese, she loves cheese. So this girl is definitely a really good eater, which is wonderful. As far as sleeping goes, that is another thing that this girl has got down. Hi. As far as sleeping goes, that is definitely another thing that this girl has got down. She is a wonderful sleeper, to the point where I had to call the pediatrician one time because she was just sleeping so much and I didn't understand what was going on, and they were like, well, you're just lucky. I will say that we are not the type of family that puts her to sleep 7:30, even 8 o'clock is early for us, just because Jeremy, hi. Just because Jeremy gets off of work sometimes around 8:30, and if she goes to bed around that time, he's never gonna see her, you know? So, yeah, just tell us. So, we put her to sleep anywhere from 8:30 to 9:30 is our goal. Sometimes it's a little later, just thank you, kisses. just because, just based on what's going on during that day. So sometimes it's a little later, but she has consistently, for the past couple of weeks actually, been waking up around anywhere from 10 to 11:30. We can kind of gauge that's around when she's gonna wake up, which the first time that she did that, I actually called the pediatrician and said, should I wake her up? Should I do something? Is she okay? She's breathing. But, and she said, no, I mean, she's fine. If she wakes up and she's sleepy still and isn't herself, then that's when you need to kind of maybe check on her. Because she is sleeping really, really well at nighttime, we have definitely cut down our first nap of the day. And she's taking 2 naps, sometimes just 1, depending on how good the first nap was. So, but she is a rock star sleeper, and we are very, 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 very thankful for that. As you can see, she has got more hair on her now. So we were able to start wearing our bows in our hair and not just with a headband. So we have kind of started to go back to some of the bows that we had when she was smaller, and that kind of, she outgrew. Her little noggin got a little bit too big for her, to say the least. And it's so, so cute to see her with her little bows in her hair and looking like a big girl. Another thing that is kind of crazy are her teeth. She had 3 teeth for a really long time just on the bottom. Yes, they all came on the bottom first. And then she got 3 coming in all at once. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Her top 2 front teeth are coming in, and then her bottom left is coming in, which she has been doing super, super well with. There's a couple of times when she gets a little bit fussy just because she's uncomfortable, but she's teething. So, but I mean, it never really gets out of control. She's just a little whimper here and there, and we can kind of tell that she's uncomfortable, and I am not opposed to giving her a little bit of baby Tylenol to help her feel more comfortable and to help out any way that I can. Remote? Yes, please. So some milestones that she has been doing, I mean, she sits up really, really well on the floor, and so she loves to play on the floor with her toys. She sits up really well. She can recover really well if she starts to fall. She is starting to be able to pull herself up on her knees, but I think she gets more scared than anything. She's perfectly capable of doing all of these things, but she is just nervous and she's a little bit lazy. We brought up the fact that she's not really crawling or pulling herself up on things, and they looked a little bit more into it, and she's just kind of lazy. Let's just be honest and call it what it is. They said that she has all the strength in the world to do all of these things, but she just doesn't want to. She's perfectly content sitting there and letting people do things for her. Who is that? Who is that? So some of her favorite things are going out and being about, sitting up in the grocery cart or in a high chair at restaurants, and she likes to people watch, right? See, I like to watch people, I like to communicate and be friends with people. Another one of her favorite things is swimming. Just recently we were able to take her to my sister's pool. They have a little pool in their neighborhood, and we took her swimming and had her little floaty, and she had a wonderful time. We already knew that she really liked to be outside. The breeze, she loves it. She laughs every time that the wind is in her, blows in her hair, and she just thinks it's great. So we already knew she would enjoy being outside, but this little girl is our little fish. She just loves the water, and it was a lot of fun to take her swimming. We are still a little bit obsessed with Nemo. With Finding Nemo, it plays at least once a day at our house, if not 3. But she watches it like she's never seen it before, and it's the funniest thing. We also have a new love for Mickey. We've kind of been paying attention to it before, but here recently it definitely is something that makes her laugh, makes her smile, and that makes mommy happy. This girl is definitely a social butterfly, if you will. She likes to be held. She likes people paying attention to her and talking to her. She likes discovering new things. She is very, very curious, little one, and likes to just explore. So needless to say, she likes to be held, she likes to talk, she likes to scream and hear her. It's not like screaming as in like crying, it's screaming like let me hear my voice and see what it can do kind of things. So that's kind of fun, being able to kind of interact with her, not really verbally because she can't really say any words, but we can kind of react with our squeals at least. So a couple of things that have happened since we updated last, and then I will be done. We celebrated our first Mother's and Father's Day since we last updated, and that was so much fun. I didn't realize how amazing it would feel to wake up and be celebrated on a holiday that you've, you know, kind of celebrated your entire life, but this year it was so different. We also went to the beach, to Vero Beach, and visited Jeremy's family that lives down there, and she got to see the ocean for the first time, and we are actually going back in less than a month now, and she's going to be able to actually get in the water this time, and yeah. So she's able to get into the water this time, and we'll be able to have a good time. And we are very excited about that. And she's eating my phone now. Also, we took her to the movies for the first time. Now, I will say that we wouldn't do this on just any occasion, but as I'm sure everyone knows, Finding Dory just came out, and as I just mentioned, we are big, big, big Nemo fans, so we had to take the opportunity to take her to the movies, and she loved it. She loved the big screen. We were worried about how dark it was and how loud it was going to be, and there goes my phone. And we were worried that she just wouldn't last, but she loved it. She eventually fell asleep towards the very last 30 minutes. Other than that, she was clapping and doing really, really, really well. Anyways, so that is it. I don't think that there's much else to update on. I'm going to try to keep these more frequent as we come close to that 1 year mark, which is so crazy. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. It's crazy. I'm almost 1 and it's crazy. It's crazy. And we are gonna go watch Mickey or Nemo or something to keep us happy. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and we will see you next time. Bye!